Hello, welcome to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Monday, July 22nd, 2024. We go to Uganda, where protesters state that the protests will go on. Ugandans have vowed to hold protests on Tuesday, saying that they won't be deterred by warnings issued by the police or the president. The protests are inspired by weeks-long Gen Z protests in neighboring Kenya. Organizers and participants of a planned march against corruption on Tuesday are taking to social media to say that they will see their planned protest through, regardless of warnings by the police and President Museveni.
Given the lack of transparency and potential for disorder, we strongly warn against proceeding with this march, and Uganda Police Force is issuing a clear warning against attempts to incite violence or breach of public order through what we have observed as uncontrolled demonstrations.
As he addressed the nation last evening, President Museveni warned that security would handle all those who are funded by foreigners to foment chaos in the country through riots and illegal demonstrations.
Some elements, some of them from opposition, are always working with foreigners to foment chaos in Uganda. Riots, illegal demonstrations, illegal and inconsiderate processions, etc. These people are unfair and inconsiderate, and they should check themselves. We shall have no alternative but to check them.
We want a free, corrupt Uganda.
Fatuma Nancy,
Ugandan human rights lawyer and environmentalist Aaron Kiza said that the calls for protests come in response to the rampant corruption in parliament, which has been exposed over the last 6 months. Protesters have been warned that they're playing with fire. An open letter that was published today after Museveni warned protesters in a televised address to the nation that they are playing with fire. Journalist Kiza stressed, however, that the president's disapproval, despite this, the right to peaceful protest is honored by Uganda's constitution. Uganda's police force also restated Monday its warning that the mobilization campaign should stop calling for the occupation of the streets in the capital of Kampala. Roads leading to the Kampala headquarters of the main opposition party, the National Unity Platform known as the NUP, have reportedly now been blocked by security personnel ahead of Tuesday's protests. In a post on X, NUP leader popularly known as Bobi Wine said that the military had surrounded the headquarters, barring anyone from entering or exiting. Bobi Wine added that his party was not organizing the protests, but they supported it. Many commenters see Uganda's planned protests partly sparked by the continuing demonstrations in neighboring Kenya, which originally were organized in response to proposed tax hikes, but have evolved into a movement now calling for the government of President William Ruto to step down. Uganda's President Museveni has long been accused of shielding corruption, but influencing government officials from criminal prosecution. Taking government criticism from social media to the streets is a significant step in the country known for its authoritarian leadership.
corruption.
Marching to the Parliament of Uganda, you see that we are already set, me and my team. We are going to protest because it is our constitutional right.
It's being violated.
The press conference was meant to begin at 9. They have covered the whole place. The whole office is covered by police. Since when did they begin to be askaris to that place?
Reached here, the army, the police have taken over everything. We cannot enter. We no wonder why have they come here? Who has sent them? What have they come to do? And where are they going?
Under Museveni, who has been the leader of the country for 38 years, Uganda has descended into a repressive state with a long history of intimidation, harassment, arbitrary arrest, detention, and torture for those who are critical of the government. Uganda's security forces have also faced numerous allegations of brutality in their encounters with those perceived as government opponents. In 2020, Ugandan forces lethally used force against protesters when they're clamped down on people demonstrating the arrest of Bobby Wine that saw 54 killed and scores injured. Those in Uganda. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you plan on being in the demonstrations set for Tuesday. Let's go to Nigeria, where an artist breaks a Guinness World Record. A Nigerian doctor and a visual artist, Fola David, has made history by surpassing the existing Guinness World Record for the world's largest drawing by an individual. The massive artwork, spanning an impressive 850 square meters, surpassed the previous record of 629 square meters held by Ravi Soni from India. At this time of recording, the Guinness Book of World Records is yet to confirm his record. Mr. David started his record-breaking attempt on July 16th and completed it on July 21st. His ambition doesn't stop there. He also expanded his artwork to a staggering 1,000 square meters, further solidifying his position in the record books. The drawing, titled Unity in Diversity, showcases the diverse ethnic groups of Nigeria through their unique attire, languages, culture, and artistic expressions. During his attempt, celebrities and dignitaries visited him at the Onikan Stadium venue in Lagos to offer their support.
David's achievement has drawn praise and support from celebrities and dignitaries, many of whom visited the stadium to offer their support and witness his artistic feat firsthand.
Nigeria should stay together. All the tribes, unity in diversity, and everyone should stay together. The ethnic groups should stay together and work together as one country.
This is something huge. This is something big for Africa. This is something big for Nigeria. This is something big for Lagos. And I'm really proud and happy that it's coming from a brother and friend.
Every tribe in Nigeria has been drawn in this painting. If you look at it closely, it is unprecedented, never seen before, to tell the Nigerian story through art. So that alone has given us all a sense of unity and a sense of one-togetherness. So
my son was actually asking that, how is it possible to merge two professions at the same time? So when my son heard, he's just 5, and he's like, oh, how come he's a doctor and he's also an artist? Like, how is that possible? They want to see. And I told myself, I have to drive all the way from Ibadan to be present here today.
The Lagos State Commissioner for Youth, who was also at the groundbreaking event, said the initiative drives on the Things Plus agenda of the state governor.
This is a creative economy, right? We have different youths in different, sectors doing great things. We have the gig economy, we have the creative economy, we have the sports economy. Irrespective of wherever you find yourself, we will always come out to give you the support that you need.
And young people were encouraged to utilize their skills effectively.
The advice I can give, to any young person out there, perhaps listening to me, is that just start out. Enough of the procrastination, enough of, saying, am I sure I can do this? No, you can.
Over and over again, improving at it, being better at it. And there's only one way when you're consistent, and the only way is up. There's no other way.
At exactly 6:08 p.m. on Sunday, July 21st, he dropped his painting brush after creating a 1,000 square meters masterpiece. Fola David, a multi-talented individual, said he did not expect the massive crowd and support he received.
For achieving the goal, I feel blessed. But you see, for every other thing happening, I'm very surprised. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I know I wanted to do the drawing, and I was pursuing that. I was pushing and pushing for that. And I'm saying this, I didn't expect this to happen. I really didn't. We chose the stadium because we needed the size for the drawing, not because of this. I didn't know this would happen.
Among them is the renowned Nigerian chef and Guinness World Record holder Hilda Basie, who brought her well wishes, food, and supplies. Adding to the encouragement, former presidential candidate Peter Obi also visited the stadium and taking time to connect and commend Dr. David's efforts. His work has been widely recognized, and he continues to push boundaries, inspiring others with his creativity and perseverance. Since Hilda Bassi set the Guinness Book of World Record for the longest cookathon back in June of 2023, many Nigerians have been inspired to attempt their record-breaking feats. Recently, Oside Oluwole broke the world record for the longest time spent playing video games, specifically Dream League Soccer 2023, with a marathon session lasting 75 hours. One of the most notable recent records set by Nigerians is Tunde Onakoya's world record for the longest chess marathon. Onakoya established a new world record for 60 hours, surpassing the previous mark of 56 hours and 9 minutes. Those in Nigeria. Wow. Nigeria know the Ketty last. Let us know your thoughts on the record-breaking feat of a painting. That is massive. Congratulations. Let's go to the Caribbean. And end it there. We go to Grenada, where they implement free barrel programs in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. The government of Grenada has announced the first phase of financial incentives designed to benefit the citizens of Grenada who are mostly affected by Hurricane Beryl. These new incentives will include 100% duty and tax-free on food, clothing, small household appliances, beddings, toiletries, sanitary products, and household cleaning supplies imported into the Grenada in boxes and barrels, commonly known as barrels. Grenada is introducing a physical incentive to aid the rebuilding of the country post Hurricane Beryl. The items to be imported are not to be for commercial use or resale and are limited to only 2 barrels per household. The removal of taxes and duties will apply on barrels cleared after July 22nd and until December 31st of this year. This initiative hereinafter will be referred to as the Free Barrel Program. The administrative process for clearing the barrels remains the same, except that importers would not be required to pay the usual duties, taxes, and fees. It's noted that items will still be valued by a customs officer, and so invoices and other documentations are still required. Those in Grenada, let us know your thoughts. Let us know on how you feel. The government giving an incentive to products being brought in outside the country. When we come back, we'll have today's African proverb of the day. Don't go anywhere.
New release of the Spring Summer Collection. Visit www.mckadero.com.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day, and it comes to us from South Sudan. What's going on, South Sudan? You guys had a good showing against Team USA. Wow. Can't wait to see you guys in the Olympics starting this weekend. And it reads, a fool will not even find water at the Nile. Once again, a fool will not even find water at the Nile. South Sudanese proverb. You know what this is referencing is that you can't be stupid. And what largely what this tells is that whenever you need advice, you should seek for it. It doesn't make you less of a man. I know us men, we get our egos in the way. When we're trying to do stuff. There's a common theme in American comedy when a father is lost, he never wants to ask for directions, and sometimes that can hinder the entire experience for the family because they end up lost, all because he didn't want to ask for directions because he wanted to be the man of the house. So seek advice. If you don't know how to do something, just ask somebody. Usually they have more knowledge than you. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, Ochanda. We'll see you soon.